Some great chefs went to culinary school, and some learn in their own family kitchens. Joining us now, Liverpool native Julie Sajir, who learned Middle Eastern cooking from Mama, right?
Mama, exactly. Yeah, I learned she's an amazing cook, and basically learned everything from my mom. And I mean, all of my family cooks, and I have a lot of great chefs in the family. So it was great to learn right from home.
Now you're sharing with the rest of Central New York, and we'll tell you a little bit about where you can go to Julie's demonstrations on Lebanese cooking next week. But today we're going to make appetizers, and
Right.
a lot of the Middle Eastern cuisine is a great way to start a meal, right?
Yeah, absolutely. This is these three dishes that we're making today are part of the traditional Mezze, which is like the Middle Eastern appetizer platter. So that's usually comes before the meal, or is actually served along right with the main dishes, because they all go so well together.
The first one is tabbouleh, and we're calling you Julie Tabbouleh because you're known for your great tabbouleh.
Right.
A lot of the tabbouleh you buy in the store ends up being like a lot of carb, but really you do it with more vegetables and herbs, right?
Yes, yeah. The classic traditional tabbouleh is primarily the fresh herbs that we have here and sprinklings of the bulgur wheat.
Okay.
So we're going to start off with some parsley. It's finely chopped salad. This is the flat leaf Italian parsley.
Right.
And then we have some tomatoes on the vine that are finely chopped as well. You want a really nice ripe tomato, like a tomato on the vine, a plum tomato, any one of those will work well. Then we've got our scallions, both the green and the white onion. And then our fresh mint, of course, which is definitely key in tabbouleh.
Right.
And that's finely chopped. And then time for the bulgur wheat. So we're using the fine grain of bulgur wheat, which is a nice small cut. And there's no need to boil this. You actually just place it in some cold water, and you do that first. So by the time you get to all your, your vegetables, it's already ready to go. And then you just squeeze it out. You just wring it out there.
You got to get the moisture out,
Yeah,
right?
you got to get all the water and all the moisture out.
Okay.
And then just kind of sprinkle it through all the fresh herbs. And then there you go. One hand can get dirty, I guess.
Yes.
And then we have our fresh lemon juice. That's also key in tabbouleh, and all the dishes today go for the fresh lemon juice.
Right.
Then we've got about a third cup of olive oil.
Extra virgin.
Extra virgin,
The
of
best
course.
you can afford,
yes,
right?
Exactly.
Yes.
Go for the creme de la creme of
Right.
olive oil. And about a teaspoon of sea salt. And about a couple of pinches of pepper. And
that's it?
That is it.
And then you just stir it around?
Yeah, then we just stir it around, and at home we get our hands right in there.
Yes,
so
of
I'll
course.
keep it a little clean for TV here. And you want to just really incorporate all the ingredients together.
And here we have a picture of what it looks like all plated up. We're going to check out this plated up tabbouleh as we move to the next.
All right.
Which is, of course, another very traditional Middle Eastern
Yes, and I know everybody out there loves hummus. So this is heavenly hummus, I call it. It's really creamy and really dreamy. It's a couple cloves of garlic that are finely chopped, and we're going to add our chickpeas. Now, what I've done is I've actually warmed up the chickpeas and added a pinch of baking soda to take some of the acid off of the chickpeas.
See, that's what happens when you learn from Mama.
Yes.
Yeah, you know the secrets. Absolutely.
Then we're just going to blend this.
How easy is this?
Really quickly.
That's it?
We're just going to chop it down, get all the chunks and lumps out of it. Then we're going to add in our lemon juice and our tahini. So here's about a half a cup of lemon juice. This wakes us right up.
I'll say.
We're going to get this nice creamy tahini sauce in there. And now you want to, you always want to stir up your tahini before you use it. Actually, too, a little bit more for good luck.
Okay.
And because the oil settles naturally to the top.
Right.
And then about a teaspoon of salt again, a couple pinches of pepper. And that's it.
There we go.
And let it roll.
All right.
And
Well, we want to tell you about Julie's classes coming up next week at the Marcellus Free Library next Wednesday, the 14th of October, and then the following day at Creekside Books in Skaneateles, Lebanese cuisine. From now on, you'll be known as Julie Tabbouleh.
I love that.
And a little bit later, we're going to be tasting the baba ganoush as well. So, all these great things. Thank you, Julie.
Thank you so much.
And thanks, Mama,
Thank
out there
you, Mama.
for teaching us so well and for sharing this with everybody else. All right, this recipe is at all the recipes from Julie are at 9WSYR.com. We'll be right back. Well, we're back with our Middle Eastern chef, Julie Sajir, also known here as Julie Tabbouleh.
Yes.
And I will tell you something. I have never tasted hummus like this. I feel like the hummus I've been buying at the store is not the real thing.
Yeah, now you get the real deal.
It's amazing.
Sure do.
My goodness.
I'm taking another piece for the
Did you try
tabbouleh.
the-
I've tried that,
And the
it's
baba
fantastic.
ganoush is essentially the same as the hummus, but instead of the chickpeas, we're using the roasted eggplant
My
with that.
goodness.
And they're both, that's garnished with a little crushed red pepper, some olive oil, and we have some zaytun olives in the center.
And the pita chips, you made these also
Yes.
from pita bread.
Yeah,
Those are
yeah.
great.
Just so simple in the oven with a little bit of olive oil, a little sea salt, and baked for about 5 to 7 minutes, and they crisp right up for you.
You know, and she learned at her mother's
Knee.
knee.
Yeah,
In the
that's very
kitchen,
true.
Lebanese
That lady.
cooking.
Yep.
That lady, she's here.
Yeah, she's
Julie's
here.
going to be doing some cooking demos in the next week or
Mom.
two. We have it all for you at 9WSYR.com, and hope you'll check it out. This is unbelievable. I do have to ask you about this because you didn't show us how you made this. This is a hummus, but you put protein on it. There's meat on top of it,
it's
right?
we call it like a heshwi. It's a seasoned meat mixture. I did a combination of lamb and beef, and pine nuts and a little bit of
I
onions.
guess I'll have to try that too. then.
Yes.
Now that
You make it heshwi.
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 Got it. How do you say goodbye in Lebanese?
How do we say goodbye, Mom?
Mama.
Bye. Bye-bye.